Let's go. Welcome back to the WoW Classic long stream Let's Play, I guess. 2025 edition MLG. Today we're gonna be killing the mobs outside of Wailing Caverns. I'm also gonna be looking for Shadowfang Keep, so that's here. Okay. We're gonna list ourselves as a tank, because that's what we are. We are a tank. We'll probably find a group very quickly, but we'll head over here anyway while we wait. I imagine it will take time to find a healer anyway. Oh, found a group already. That was fast. I'm asking if there. If tank shim is okay. I actually have a new keyboard. Just not well. Just not well. I think that's alright. But yeah, I got a new keyboard, as I was saying. Like here it is. I can show it to you guys. It's like it's a old keyboard. My other keyboard was getting a bit too messed up, and I had no way to clean it. And some of the keys were starting to like degrade, so I couldn't see what they were. Like I could tell what they were based off of they left. I can't believe it. They don't want to have healers. They don't want to have a tank shaman. I can't believe this madness. Oh well, I'm still listed by the looks of it, so yeah, I'll stay like that. But yeah, we're going to be mostly just chilling in Shadowfang Keep. I'm going to try and get the rest of the hides and stuff we need. We're not actually going to go inside, not Shadowfang Keep, Wailing Caverns. We're not actually going to go inside Wailing Caverns, but we will be like outside in this cave. Oh, there's a player over here. Hello. How's it going? I'm going to just kill everything I see here. So like some level 60s here. So I want to kill these guys. They're low level, so I should be able to kill them with relative ease, but at the same time it shouldn't be too easy. Oh, there's a 7 moon here. But yeah, this is why I'm coming here, because you can still do the dungeon, the stuff you would be able to do in the dungeon outside it. There's one unique thing about Classic. Wailing Caverns anyway. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I need a buff. I need to throw my weapon enhanced on. But you're gonna get yourself killed by this dude. Whatever. What else do I need? I need this. Okay, also now that we've got healing screen totem, we're basically invincible. Kind of. Not exactly. We can still die. Is it honestly I'm still getting used to the new keyboard, by the way, but that's beside the point. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I need to get my hand in the right way. I guess if I sit better, I might be able to do it right. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm in shot. I keep doing this where I'm like out of shot on the camera. Just for a heal myself. Yeah, I mean this is still going to be a tough fight, but we can handle ourselves. Okay. Take this. Come back. Okay, dokie. We didn't get lucky there. Okie dokie. What was... Oh yeah, we was just looking around the cave while we figure things out. As long as we don't get, like, killed, we should be fine. I mean, I don't think dying it matters anyway. What am I even saying? I'm doing bad commentary. Hi, everyone. Blah, 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 blah. I think we're going to go deeper in the cave, though. I need to get in the stream mode so I can do stuff. Need tank and heal. I'll bring my T-34. T-34. So, actual tank joke. The T-34 is like a Soviet tank from like World War II. For those who don't get it. The Russians used it back in the day, basically. Okay, we're gonna have healing stream down because it gives us a little bit of healing. Not a lot, but it helps. Combine it with stone skin and a shield, we'll have a lot more health than we really have. Okay, flame shock. This guy's gonna come around and ruin my day. I'm gonna just hit him once so he doesn't go for my totems. Let's free shock you. No, he's gonna clone himself. Okay, let me get rid of this clone. Wait, this clone is an elite? Okay, yeah, I'm getting out of here. I'm stunned. I'll just run from there. Cowardly, run away, you know. There are other people around, so I can use their strength. Okay. Okay, I'm still not fully healed. Let me throw a healing wave on myself. That should keep me alive. Is he going to go for my totem? Yeah, he went for my totem. I can't believe it. Yeah, they can't get to you if you cross the water. They don't pathfind like that. Okay, I'm pressing the wrong keys. Okay. Right, Em, what are you doing? I don't think we've got any deviant eyes. It's actually pretty rare that they drop them anyway, but yeah. So it may take a while for us to get what we want. Nonetheless, we'll be able to get some experience nonetheless. Now, honestly, you're better off just sticking in Whaling Caverns if you want to try and get the quest done. Just try and get more groups. Because then you'll have more manpower. But you can do it alone if you really want to. It just takes time. Okay, nothing of use. Okay, okay. Oh. Invisible Raptor. I think these guys can drop out. When I was younger, I used to try and tame these because I thought they could stealth. They cannot. Maybe they can now, but I swear whenever I tame them, they never stealthed. Which is sad. I think you can still tame them. They're just a very dark coloured raptor. So if you want a dark coloured raptor, that's, you know, that's the place you go. Unfortunately, I don't think they stealth. Unless they changed it in retail. I know for a fact that they didn't stealth back in the day, because I used to try and tame them for that reason alone. Okay. You know, I was young and I was hopeful back then. Okay. Honestly, it's a good thing we have the Warchief Blessing on. It comes in handy here. Flame shock you. I need another healing stream. It doesn't heal a lot, by the way, but it does heal, so, you know, it's not terrible. Later on, once we get Manatide, we'll just be using Manatide, but for now, we might as well use Healing Stream just to keep ourselves alive a little bit better. Okay. Okay, I got a demon knight. Let's throw a heal on. Ha! What am I doing? I want a flame shock here. Okay, take this. Okay, we're getting some critical hits here. This is a struggle. Edit this, and let's list ourselves for both. Oops. Lift cell. Take this. Take that. Okay, I managed to kill the bacteria. Honestly, we're doing alright for mana, surprisingly. All things considered. It's like a level 21 here. I guess they have the same idea. The only problem here is a lot of mobs can spawn, so you might attract more than you want. So you gotta be careful. Okay, I'm trying to stay away from that one. Flame shock. Okay. That's a better weapon. Well, I don't have to be using an axe and a shield. I'm just using this because it's my best choice right now. I think we could switch to a mace. Actually, I think the axe is stronger because it gives us 2 strength, which is, you know, better. Remember, we want strength. In classic WoW, shamans want strength. I think you need strength all the way up until, like, Rarefish, where agility becomes a little bit better for you. I think even in TBC you still need strength, which is kind of silly, but whatever. Blizzard didn't have the idea to make them, like, require other things until later, basically. It's kind of like with druids, actually. I noticed, like, a lot of these sets for druids, even in early TBC, was still based around the fact that they wasn't sure what druids were. Later into TBC, they were a bit more. Blizzard actually was like, actually no. We you know, they realized that the players wanted like a certain stat with their gear, so they tailor-made the later sets a bit more towards like Pharaoh and such. They made them a little bit better for the specs, basically. Instead of being all around, instead of being like multiple use. In classic WoW, they weren't too sure about that, but you know, I can't say if it's the same for shamans. I just know that they're not very good when it comes to wrath and stuff. But you know, when they're not terrible. You know, you got one thing at least going, and that's the fact that you have bloodlust. Plus, elemental gets pretty good. So if you want to be a caster, that's, you know, elemental is the way you go. In classic low, elemental is okay. Enhance is fair, so to say. You can do a lot of damage as Enhance, of course, with like Wind Fury procs. Which is why it's not terrible, it's just, you know, not great either. You know, it relies a lot on RNG. If you don't get any Wind Fury procs, then the group might as well bought another warrior. But if you have a lot of luck, then you will just destroy everything, and no one will have to worry. You know, it's literally just based on luck. You're literally just there to put down a Wind Fury totem at the end of the day. Maybe you'll be lucky and you can get one of the weapons that does a lot of damage, but other than that, you kind of just, it's kind of a trade-off. That's not to say shamans suck in overall. You can heal fine, it's just, you know, early classic, you know, things are rough. They're not necessarily rough, it's just how the players play low. Like, if you think about it in a sense that, like, oh, anyone can fight, or, you know, if you don't compare basically shamans to warriors, then, you know, then they're a bit more right, but that's beside the point. In PvP, shamans are okay, though. The wind fury procs are really good against players. You can get them off. Elemental kind of has the problem where if you get interrupted, you're kind of screwed. And healers, well, healers are healers. Of course, that's just shamans. I think other classes also have that kind of problem. Even warriors have the problem because you have a stance to do anything in PvP. But that's PvP for you, you know. You could definitely, if you're good at it, then you're definitely going to destroy everyone, but you have to really, work yourself towards that. Okay, let's see if I can interrupt this guy's clone. What am I doing? I want to heal. Just in case he summons a clone. Interrupt it! Okay, yeah, I can interrupt it. Oh, I leveled up. Ding. Now we can get... I guess we can go for this or this. This is, by the way, better for actual enhance, but I'm going to go for dodge because, you know, we're getting hit a lot. We might as well have extra dodge so we can defend ourselves. Flame shock. We're now level 23. I don't think these guys give extra experience, mind you. I think they're just given normal experience. We can just kill them because we're high level. This is actually a tough fight if you're at level. In fact, I don't even think you can do this fight at level unless you've got backup, or if you use like an exploit, or you're just very overgeared, I guess. And by exploits, I mean like kiting them or something. I mean like cheating. I mean, I guess you could cheat, but unless you got like heirloom gear from like Wrath, you're probably not going to be fighting these guys at level anyway. The only reason I can is because I'm higher level, so I'm able to fight them. Plus I'm tanky, so I got that going for me. Okay, enhance. I mean, I'm doing a good job at like keep my mana high. Sorry, healing myself. Oh. Yeah. Also, I know I could kite them in theory. It's just the cave is kind of awkward to kite them in. There's a lot of enemies around, so I might accidentally kite them into another mob anyway. It's a risk versus reward. I can kite them. It's just, you know, it'll be hard to do so. Let's take a drink. Okie dokie. Okay, okay. Yeah, how's the stream doing anyway? I know it's pretty early on, but I want to see how we are. Why is there a... Oh, that's just the border. I have to remember, what I see and what you guys see is different. Like, you guys see me and the game, but you also see, like, my little thing in the background with the people and all that good stuff. I have no idea who those people are. Wait, what did I just do? What the heck? Okay, that's weird. Am I like typing somewhere? Whatever. I don't know what I did, but... But yeah, what I see though, is I just see World of Warcraft because I have it on full screen. Actually, I can show you what I see. I see this. This is what I see. The reason I have a different screen for streaming is because I don't know. I can. Just because I can, you know. Okay, let's fight. I guess I could use chain, not chain lightning. Lightning shield a bit more. Might help me with doing a bit more damage. Okie dokie. I dodged! Take this. What's that dodge chance anyway? Let's see, 7%. That's pretty good. I think our block is like 9. So we have a good chance to just not take damage. Remember, when we dodge, we take 0 damage, so yeah. Okay. Also, I know I don't need to kill these, I'm just killing them because they're kind of in my way. Besides, they give experience. Everything gives experience, so at the end of the day, I have a reason to kill it. It gives me progress to the next level. Okay. Keep my eyes out for any more of these Serpent Bloom. How many do we have? Where are they? I'm sorry. We have 8 out of 10. Okay, heal before I die. Okay, interrupt it. Just click it. Okay. It's for a heal on myself. Actually, let's use a bandage. I need to use these sooner or later, so I might as well use them now. It's not gonna fully heal me, but it'll heal me a little bit. So I can use less mana and a cheaper heal. You gotta use strategy, you gotta think. That's basically classic WoW in a nutshell. You gotta think before you act.
It's too far away.
I misclicked. I was trying to type to the other guy, and I was like, Well, I wouldn't worry too much about getting out of here. We got in there pretty fine, so it shouldn't be too much of a trouble to get out. Okay, so I'm coming this way. Oh, that's a player. I was about to become very worried because I thought something was coming to get me. I don't know, I've seen weirder things in the game, so I wouldn't be too surprised. Okay, give me this. Okay. Okay, so we're done that. Then we move back a little bit. How many hides do we have? We have 10 out of 20. So we need more. Well, I don't think these, like, serpent bloom snakes drop them, unfortunately. I think you can kill them, though, if you want to. They don't put up too much of a fight. Okay, a little bit of lag there. Like this. Just lightning shield. Lightning shield, despite its name, just does damage to enemies who hit you. It doesn't actually give you any defense, which is kind of funny. How is it a shield if it doesn't give defense? That's just how lightning shield has always worked, by the way. That's just how it's always been. Okay, I should win this because I'm the only one around. Okay. I think they're like, yeah, they're all the way in Silver Pine. I'm all the way over here just killing these mobs. Because I need them. By the way, you don't need to be a tank shaman to do this. As long as you're strong enough to handle the mobs, you can do it. It's just, you know, very painful because they're elites. These aren't your run-of-the-mill, everyday mobs. No, these mobs will destroy you. They're destroying me, so, you know. Oh no. He's going to clone himself, which I can't do shit about. Okay, let me do this and then throw a heal on myself. Okay, run over here, heal. It's gonna cost a lot of mana, but you know it keeps us alive longer. Okay, let's throw one more heal on just for good measures. Okay, I don't know if these guys can clone themselves further, so I'm gonna make sure that I can interrupt them. What take shit? Okay, let me half zone since we now have a group. Don't worry about my health, it will regenerate as long as I don't do anything stupid like fall off a ledge or something like that. Okay, before we go off, I need to sell some crud. Okay, give me that. So this. I mean, I guess I can keep these light feathers. Oh, whatever, I'll just sell that. Sell that, sell this, sell that. We should be... yeah, that should be alright. We'll keep hold of this. While I'm over here, I'm going to check my mailbox. I don't think we have mail, but we'll go check just in case. Nothing? What do you mean nothing? There's nothing in there? Eh? Did we open the mailbox during the start? I can't remember. I actually cannot remember. I have bad memory, you know. I forget things. Why did I howl? Woo! I'm a ghost! Wolf. Okay, I need to repair this. Is there anything else that's laundry ready? I guess that. I'll repair these. Repair that. This is fine. Everything else is alright. How are my weapons? Is my weapon alright? Yeah, my weapon and shield are decent. Okay, that's Ghost Wolf way over there. ST. What's ST? Song and Temple. Temple of a car. Of a car. That's what cars are, you know. Okay, what about these guys? They're about my level, which is kind of funny. Actually, never mind. This guy's level 27. Never mind, these guys are higher than me. It's interesting because the mobs in Shadowrun Keep even aren't actually that tough. We're just high level because Aragorn is annoying. He's like level 26. Which is a weird level, but you know, that's just how it is. Okie dokie. I think we're missing the helicopter. The helicopter! It's not the helicopter, it's the Zeppelin, but... it's a helicopter! Get to the chopper! By the way, in terms of other things I've bought, I also bought a fan. I bought it for summer, because I know it's going to get hot. It was pretty hot last year, I didn't have a fan. So I figured I'd grab one. Well, I got these from like my local charity shop, so they're very cheap. Same with the keyboard. I figured I'd grab them so I have them. You know, might as well get some cheap stuff while I'm able to. I don't have to buy an expensive keyboard, I can just get one for cheap. Same with the fan. I also got some food, but that's beside the point. Got some, you know, snacks. What is this person? You are a healer. No, you're a priest. I mean, you are a healer, I guess. Can I inspect their talents? Do I have the add-on for that? No. They got some interesting stuff. Can I do both? That'd be kind of funny. They are a... I'm a tank. I can DPS, obviously. I just tank because tank. Yeah, I kind of wish I was a druid, but at the same time, you know, it's fine. I don't mind being a shaman because it's fun. Besides, I would have to like level up a druid to this point, which would be kind of awkward. Don't get me wrong, it wouldn't take too long. It's just it takes time. So this will be interesting. Why we got such high levels? Never mind, these are normal levels. I'm not hovering over the other players. Despite the fact that Shadowfang Keep says it's from 22 to 30, the only mobs that are that high are the later parts of the dungeon. The early parts of the dungeons are pretty low level, which is kind of funny. Anyway, I think we need to go into Undercity and grab one of the quests as well, but we'll worry about that when we get over there. I have to frickin' get on the Zeppelin, which isn't here yet. What else was I going to say? I can't remember. I don't know. Later on, we will just go DPS, by the way, obviously. Once we get to like the 40 level, once we get to around like after Scotland Monastery is done. I think we can tank Scotland Monastery. It's very difficult to, but it's not impossible to at the same time. It requires a bit of finesse. A bit of, you know, strategy. That's warcraft in a nutshell, just a bit of complication. Honestly, the high level we are, the better it is as well, because then we get threat easier. Obviously, at some point, we're going to have to just set the fate and go DPS and then grab an axe and get hacking. We can still shaman tank out in the world, mind you. Although I think once I get towards the max level, I'll probably I'll probably go for a crowd, and I'll probably shift to just doing, you know, all-out offense. Hopefully, at that point, we'll have alright gear so we can do that. We can get the Seal of Savannas actually from here, which is really good. You can get it from this quest. It gives 8 stamina and 3 strength. It's not a great ring by any means, but it's not terrible either. Where's this guy? He's flying over. He may take a while. I'm gonna like fall off the ledge. It's gonna be like the WoW Let's Play where I fell off the boat and it became Titanic basically. I love my little jokes like that. The Titanic joke. Come back, Jack. Anyway, good times. Anyway, those were the days. But yeah, we'll make our way over there, walking past. Well, not walking past, but we'll be getting over there eventually. Can we do any sniffing? I'm surprised we didn't find any, like, ores while we were in Shadowfang Keep. Or not Shadowfang. I keep calling it Shadowfang Keep. It's Wayne and Caven's your lump. Okay, jump up here. Where are we going, mate? Where are we going? Fine, I'm gonna just go down here. I'll just chill on the boat. I'm on a boat! Okie dokie. Oh, by the way, you guys remember back in Dragonflight we raided that boat that went all the way around Azeroth? Well, I actually found a fun use for it. Because of how Pandaria works, if you didn't want to get the Sign Quest to go to Pandaria, you could use that boat to get to Pandaria if you really wanted to. You can also use it to get to I think Kolturas and Zandalar without having to unlock them. It just takes time to actually go to those places, so yeah. You can do it, though. Okay, also I just realized these ropes are 2D textures. I can tell they're 2D, oh my gosh. I think they've always been 2D, but it's weird. Now that I've realized that. What kind of cheap production is this? You can't have 2D ropes, you need to have 3D ropes. Okay, so we'll wait a bit. I guess we can get into... Oh, I can't do that. Only usable outdoors. Is this not outdoors? Are you not entertained? I think I've been wanting to play a shaman anyway, mind you, so, you know, I'm fine with this. Despite me wanting to tank, and noting that there are better tank classes like warriors and druids, warriors being the best, of course, I wanted to be a shaman because I just thought it would be fun. You know, it's for lols. Maybe when they do another anniversary, we can do shamans. Not shamans, druids. But until then, we'll just stick with what we got. Doesn't really matter anyway. I'm not missing out by not being a druid. I'm not missing out by just being a shaman either. Okie dokie. But like, falling damage is percentage damage. It doesn't matter how much health you have, you will lose a lot of health if you fall from high up. If anything, it's worse because of that. You either need slow fall or whatever to reduce your fall damage taken. It's why no matter what, like, you can't fall from too high because you will just die. Okie dokie. Working on itself, I guess. Okie dokie. Other than me getting used to this keyboard, everything else is great in life. I'm enjoying getting back to my playthroughs, playing more Minecraft, doing all that good stuff. Living crafted for Nightfall. Same. What are you? Are you, who are you? You're an orc. A nuke. A nuke. Yeah, we need to go over here to grab the Book of Air. Yeah, I know you're for a second. Give me the quest. Yeah, and we can get some nice rewards from this. Literally, I'm just picking up half these quests just because it gives good stuff. Hey, let me have a look at that quest again. Okay, interesting. So there's nothing good for cloth wearers here. That's another thing you notice about classic WoW is there's just nothing good quest-wise, quest reward-wise. Because all damage done by spells, that would be pretty good for, like, elemental, I guess. By the way, you can get some of the spell power as enhanced if you want to. It's not terrible or anything because you're going to be using like Earthshock and all that stuff, but it just doesn't. I don't think it really is a big problem if you don't have it. I guess if you want more threat low on Earthshocks, then you know, go for it. But you probably want better. You probably want stuff that gives you more strength, so you do more damage melee wise. Because your threat is going to mostly come from rock better. Which is ass, by the way, but whatever, you know. It's the game. It's the game's fault, not me. I've just played the game. I don't, you know. Okay, also, I can't wait until we get Flurry. Whenever we get a crit, this will make it so our next attacks have more haste. So yeah, more haste means we hit more. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at my shield actually. Okay. Okie dokie. Just having a look at it, just see how it is. It's a decent shield, all things considered. I can't wait until we get like the Scarlet's shield. There's a shield from like Mograine, which is really good. It gives like 1,500 armor. It's on par with like some level 60 stuff basically. It's not exactly, because at level 60 there are better shields obviously, but in terms of armor wise, that's a lot of armor for like a shield. Like, I can triple your armor as a shaman. Like, it's ridiculous. Remember how I said, like, shields give us a lot of armor? Like, I'm not joking, that's one of the shields that gives us a ton of armor. This only gives us 400, but you gotta remember, most of this gear is only giving me, like, 40, sometimes a little bit more than 40. Like, this gives me 70, for example. Like, the shield gives more armor than any other piece of gear I have. Like, if I unequip it, we lose half our armor. Like, it's a big difference with the shields. That's why you need, that's why you kind of need shields, by the way, as like warriors, because it gives you a lot of armor as well. You don't need it, obviously. It's just better for survival. If you can take a hit with plate gear, then you're fine. But you know, the shield helps. Especially in PvP, where that matters a lot against like a rogue or a warrior. You can, you know, greatly reduce the amount of damage incoming from them. It won't help you against a caster, but you know, if you're against like Mr. OP warrior with 2 warglaives, you're gonna survive a bit better. No, especially against rogues, who, you know, they're all about sneaking up on you. Now, you can't dodge them while you're stunned, but you can, you know, take less damage with the armor. So you won't immediately die. Also, I swear, there's loads of people keep telling me, like, oh, rogues can one-shot anyone, anytime, everywhere. It's like, no, they can't. Like, don't get me wrong, I know rogues can do a lot of damage, and they can one-shot. It's just, that's not the norm. Like, they don't instantly kill you. Like, you have a chance to fight back. It's just, you know, rogues are annoying because if you try and get out of their stun, they'll just stun you again, and then they'll stun you again, and then again. Like, the main threat about rogues is the fact that they can just stun you forever. Like, it's not their damage is great, it's that they can stun you forever. That's their biggest strength. In terms of actual damage, they can do a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, but that's not their main, that's not what makes them a threat. It's not them one-shotting you, it's them just stunning you to death. Because they can. That's just how it is. That's just how the game is. Later on, in Light Wrath, the stuns aren't their greatest strength. They have, but at that point, their damage is a bit more. They're a bit more stronger, so they can destroy you even without the stuns. They're just not as much of a threat. Obviously, if you get a dot on a rogue and they can't immediately get rid of it, then they're screwed. But you know, that's beside the point. That's aside the point. You know, let's share this with the others. See if they have it. Let's complete that quest. What about you? Do you have it? It's already on that quest. Where's he going? Oh, whatever. Oh, great, he has that on him. If I had the Dragon Slayer buff, I could easily tank a lot of the stuff because the Dragon Slayer is really good. 140 attack power, like, that would give us like 500. It gives us 500. It won't, but you know what I mean. It'll give us a lot of extra damage. Okay, where is... Here, I have this.
How generous.
Okay, Earthshock. He was just at the course. Okay, dokie. Take this. Yeah, as you can see, these guys' levels are actually fairly low. Not exactly, but you know what I'm saying. Like, they're not great either. Okay, I probably should put this on them. Okay, shitty fan keep. Okay, do this. Okay, I don't have any threat, so I'm just gonna hit him. If I can get threat by using Earthshock. Do this, do that. Okay, I'm just going to switch back and forth, hopefully that'll keep my threat high. Use Earthshock so I can get more threat. Okay, time between attacks is increased, okay. Melee. Okay, let's head over here. Hit you, hit you. Earthshock. Okay, well, he'll die. Let's just Earthshock you. I never said I was a good tank, but you know, I do my best. To be fair, I will say I'm a pretty good shaman tank. Like, I wouldn't say I'm terrible, but you know. In a long list of people who've been shaman tanks, I'm not by no means a bad shaman tank. It's just shaman tanks aren't great. Okay, shut up, phone. Oh, shock him. Alright, let's drink. Get our mana back so we can fight. Our main threat just comes from the fact that we use Earthshock anyway, so you know. Our biggest strength and our biggest weakness. Okay, while they deal with that, I'm gonna deal with this dude. Okie dokie. Take this. No, considering we have a priest, this should be a little bit easier. Okay, a sword which I can't use. Did I need on it? No, I didn't. I pressed greed. Oh crap. Okay. Okay, I'll try and hit everything. Oh crap, well, I used the wrong one. Whatever. Let's keep the boss on us. Use Earthshock on the other one. This is kind of a thought and strategy. Some dude speaks in a language I cannot comprehend. Speaking in Den there curses clearly. Like this. A shock. Okay, when is Rogue gonna get here? Like, he should be here by now. Is he just parlaying? Or is he here? No, he's here. Okay. Sorry. I thought he was taking his time. Like, bro, it took forever. Okay. Unlock the door. Okay. Take this. Normally that guy's PvP enabled because he's a member of the Alliance. Not he ain't, look. Like this guy, you can kill him as Alliance if you come here. The other guy would open the door of your Alliance, but if you're Horde, you just get this dude. Okay, let me reapply this. Okay, I'm gonna pull up to here. No, I can't interrupt him. Okay, do this. We just keep attacking him. Despite him being immune to magic, I can still hurt him with like, you know, my physical abilities, aka melee. Okay, I'm like pressing the wrong button. Okay. Earth shock. Take this. I'm trying to get him so he's facing this way. Okay, dokie. Honestly, the healing stream helps because it gives everyone else healing as well. So if they do get heat in... Oh, growth mate. Okay. Let's see here. Is this better than mine? No, not really. It kind of is, but it's weird. It would give me more spirit, I guess. Like this. Die. Okay. There's two over here. We'll get this guy. Take this, Gangrene, mate. Come back at you. It's funny because this place goes from like crowded with Worgen to crowded with undead. Okay. We just have to focus on this guy. Let's see here. Nothing I want. Another sword. Okie dokie. Take this. Okay, so I can't interrupt them anti-magic shield, but I can, you know, still attack them using my other abilities, obviously. I can still get them before they use it, is what I'm trying to say. I can't explain to this. Take this. I'm going to Earth Shock before he uses his anti-magic shield, then I can just melee him to death. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I love how my words are just okay and oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Okay, what do we got? Mail, which no one can use, not even I can use. Okay. Also, it's weird if you look at these warguns, they actually have like a cloak made out of their own fur. Okay. Gonna get lots of threat on these mobs. Okay, wait for this person to get more in the open. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna hack you. Do an Earth Shock. Okay, while they finish that off, I can just destroy this Worgen. After the Worgens! For the Horde! I'm a traitor to the motherland. Die. Like this. I'm trying to get him so he's like behind, like that. Okay. Stick out these damn horses. Die! What do you mean I'm too far away? I'm like right in front of the horse. Hey, where are you going? Come back here, you. No, he should be alright now. He'll be fine. Take this, you damn horse. Okay, sometimes they can drop like a bag. So it's always worth to kill them. Get him on it. Like this. Okay, a monkey cloak. Monk is ours is better because it has strength. I won anyway. I greeded because you never know, sort of I can put on the auction house. Okay, okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Mexico. Alright. We managed to kill them. Into the next room. Okay. Put on tomes here. I'll use a lightning bolt here. I mean, it's not ready yet. Take that. No, you'll not go for them. You'll fight me. Okay. I'm gonna get Razor Claw here. Yeah, I think he's like immune to like nature. Not nature, shadow. A lot of mobs here are immune to shadow spells, which is interesting. It makes sense, but it's weird. It shouldn't be a problem to us, though, since we don't use shadow damage. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. And my axe! Love those axes, man.
Wicked.
Strength and agility. Does there have anything else? Oh, it's a very fast axe, so if we win it, that's it. We're going to equip that right away. Got an axe. Okay, let's reapply this. Use lightning shield and put down some totems. Okay, they can handle him. He's got low health. If they have low health, I don't have to worry because they can just finish him off. They won't be a threat once they're dead. Come back here. I would argue, honestly, at lower levels, shaman tanks are a little bit better, only because you have magic. But it depends on preferences, really. Like, warriors aren't terrible, or druids aren't terrible either. But, you know. Alright, attack me. I'll use lightning shield. Take this. Take that. Who needs warriors though when you can be a shaman tank? The meme. The problem is AoE. Like, warriors have a lot of ways to get AoE threat. Well, they have different ways to get AoE threat. Even druids have okay AoE threat. Shamans, unfortunately, you kind of have to hit everything if you want to get threat on it. You can AoE tank in some cases, like using chain lightning. It's just very difficult. It requires a lot of strategy. You can do it, it's just very difficult. But you are really good at tanking one mob. Nonetheless, so yeah, there is that. Like that. Plus we have alright defenses. So taking damage isn't a big issue. I think once it comes to raid bosses it might be an issue, but that's raid bosses, you know, raid bosses are weird. You can tank raid bosses as well, it's just very difficult. Okay, Earthshock. Okay, he's going to use Veil of Shadows, which is going to reduce my healing received, which is really annoying actually. That's actually really painful. Whatever. We should be okay. Honestly, the healer could just use a power word shield on me. I'll be fine. Like, power word shield is great. Yeah, he didn't drop anything noteworthy. I think sometimes he can drop like a nice ring, but it's very rare. Take this. Probably used Shadow of Pain on me, which is so painful, but thankfully we got a healer who knows how to use their dispel. Yeah, I can only remove poisons and right now, and diseases, I guess. Take this. Yeah, what does this do? Casting speed reduced. That's not too bad actually. Because I don't really cast anyway, so, you know, I can just instant cast, you know. Yeah, instant cast doesn't worry me. Asteroism, these are my concerns. Freaking ass. Asteroids, I should look a bomb. Literal asteroids. Okay. Let's pull them back. So they're near my terms. Like this. A minute. From behind them. 10,000 IQ strategy. Can't use that. That's not War Rage in your lump. Okay, they silenced me unfortunately, which is annoying. I just have to make sure I hit them and then I'll be fine. Come back at you. He's silenced! Like that. I guess these mobs are a little bit higher. I don't know. In TBC, I think they lowered the level of these mobs, so you can come in here around level 19 in theory. Take this. Yeah, just switch back and forth, we should be fine. Go use my million IQ strategy. Die. Okay, take this. Oh, by the way, if you're a druid, you can shapeshift while you're silenced, just so you know. Silence doesn't stop you from shapeshifting, despite people's beliefs. Yeah. The only thing that stops... There's actually nothing that stops shapeshifting other than, I guess, stunning the player before they do it. Okay, I'm trying to see what the best way to go about this would be. Why did he heal himself? Okay, I'm gonna focus on this dude. We'll put down a stone claw to him, maybe that'll help. He's gonna heal, of course he is. Do this. Okay, looks like I can't place my totems down while silence low. Unfortunately. I guess that makes some sense, although not really. He's immune to all my attacks. So he's just gonna dance for a bit while we just melee him to try and melee him. Okay. Another really good axe. I need that. Congrats. Okay, I'm gonna use this. Do that. Okay, I can take this off my bar actually, I don't need this anymore. I have all the axes! This is like Minecraft back in the day when I used to just use axes. Or Left 4 Dead where I also use just axes. Like this. I love how shaman tanking is a meme, but no, it really isn't a meme. You can tank as a shaman. It's just awkward. Okay, we need that. Take this wool. Take this. Just hit him once. I'll shock him. Whenever I can get my earth shocks off, I will. If anything, they're kind of saving me mana because I can't do anything with silence anyway, so you know. They're actually helping. The one time silence is actually useful because I don't need my mana once everything is gravy. Okay. Yeah, this room might be a little bit hard. Hang on, let me use my camera. Is there nothing in there? No, there is. Okay, there's bats. I can see them. Okay, I pulled him out. No, just hit everything. We're bound to get through it somehow. This is like a game of D&D. Hit everything. Take this. Okay, he's gonna get bigger. I think he does more damage when he does that, by the way. I can't dispel him, so I just have to take a hit. Okay, we managed to defeat him though. This is a good stave. I'll just give you that. I think the healers will, the casters will make better use of it than me. You knew it. See ya. Give you this, give you this, and I'll give you this. Give you that 20 extra spirit, which will come in handy. Like this. Reapply my rock with it. We're doing great. Surprisingly. We're doing surprisingly well. We've got a capable group. I mean, our healer is pretty good, to be fair, so we shouldn't be doing terrible. Okay, sometimes there's a chest here, sometimes there's a rare. Other than them getting aggro off me every now and then, we're doing alright. Okay, this might be a hard one. Okay. Wait. Wait. Just wait a moment. Let them come. Frostmourne hungers. You gotta be patient. You gotta use strategy, remember. Oh no! We're too skill proficiency. That actually can be pretty devastating. Except when it ain't. As long as it doesn't lower my axe skill, we should be fine. Okay, do this. I think there's a fun thing like with these guys where they can lower your holy skill. Oh no, I lost my weapons, my skill with swords. Oh, how terrible! Whatever will I do about my swords? Oh no. Okay. I should probably just keep attacking this guy. Like this. Okay. Like this guy, he's got his skill at casting frost spells is reduced by 100. Oh no. How terrible. Okay. We gotta break that. Getting some good shields at least. Now we have a better shield. I love how everything's just an upgrade. Okay, here's where the hard part of the dungeon comes. In this tower. Telling them to be careful because this is a room where you can pull a lot if you're not too careful. It's because of how this room is. It's such a weird room. As long as we take it okay, we should be fine. Die. Okay, he's using Aragorn's gift. Okay. In terms of taking minimal damage, we just have to be careful and don't do anything stupid and we'll be fine. Like that. Like this. Okay. I'm not too worried about these Duke plate issues, I'm just worried more about people dying. Yeah, things can get very chaotic, but you know, if you control the chaos, you'll be fine. Yeah, I turned around by accident. Hello? we can still handle this. I'm going to put down a stone cool totem, and that might help. Just a little bit. Not too much, but it might help. It's sort of a fail-save. Honestly, we didn't do a big pull, so this is manageable. We just have to play right, and we'll be fine. Like this. I'm just going to hit what I can. Okay, I'm going to get angry. I'll take this. That was a pretty good. We did good there. Normally, when you pull like that, it's a wipe usually, but we did alright. We didn't pull as many, so we did okay, thankfully. Okay. Sometimes you can pull like the whole area up here, and it's really can get really annoying. Like this. Okay, any more fruit on this dude? For this dude. I'm trying to pull him back as well, but you know, it's hard. It's not exactly a good area. Once again, I'm getting out of camera here. Okay, take this. Okay, what do I want? Nothing from you. Another chest here. I don't really care who gets the chest at this point. It's just, it doesn't really matter. There's a green in it. Or it'll probably just show it on here anyway. Like that. Yeah. I need to reapply my fucking earth skin. Rock Bear Raven. Also, I can think of a good way they could make Rock Bear actually useful for like tanking. Just make it so it gives you a lot of like tanking things. Okay, son of Aragorn. And these are his adopted sons, by the way. These aren't actually his sons. Aragorn is like a mage. Unless he had some sweet, sweet love with a Worgen somewhere along the way. What am I implying here? Oh, hang on. I want to do something. I need to share this. Take this. I missed. Take this. But you can see these mobs, like, these mobs are high level. You would have trouble against these at level 19. Even though the lower mobs you would probably be fine against. Okay. Okay, wait for everyone to get up. Hello there, General Kenobi. Take this. I got poisoned. I can remove that light. I do. Okie dokie. I can't say this is better than mine. You know, I'll need it just because, but I don't know for sure if it's actually better. Like this. Okay, don't need that. But yeah, Argyl's a fucking human, and he's a warlock, I guess, now. He's meant to be a mage, but you know. Mages can be warlocks, I guess. Medivh is a good example of that. Where is Medivh anyway? We don't really get to see him too much in the game. Oh, I say that. I think you get to see him in Return to Karazhan, and in regular Karazhan as like a shade. So he's definitely around. It's just, other than that, we mostly just talk of Khadgar. Okey-dokey. I remember jumping down there. Unfortunately, if you fall down there, you can't get back up. In Cataclysm, they made it so you could, but here you actually have to walk all the way around again if you want to get back up. No, you will not do that. I realized I could interrupt him. Okay. Get loads of experience. I think we might level up from doing the quest, honestly. Oh, we're going for the stream. 1 hour 30. It's not a walk. Like this. Okay, what is this? Green bags, I don't need that. Hack. Die. If we had like a shield enhance, that would probably help a shaman tank. Okay, resisted. Stop resisting. Yeah, I'm trying to kill you. Honestly, it would help if I was a troll, because then I could have berserk. Attack a little bit quicker. I just went for orc because, yeah, orcs. I'm not wrong for going for orcs, mind you. They do actually have a bit more strength, which does help. So, you know, stat-wise, it makes sense. While the ratios aren't amazing for orcs, it's not terrible either. Okay, agreed on that. Take this. No, you will not do that. I never even knew that you could interrupt that. I just, you know, you learn something new every day. I guess it makes sense. It is a shadow spell. It makes sense you would be able to interrupt it. Die. No, you're not giving me Argyl's gift. Okay. Shock you and then take you out of here. You going off this one? Okay. Let's drink. Okay. Yeah, here we are. The final battle against Archmage Ergol himself. He's on line side.
You too shall serve.
Okay, where's he going? Okay, I should be alright as long as the healer heals. I know I've been attacked. Alright, I'm gonna be just running around in terror for a minute. Take this, Aragorn. Where'd he go? Okay. I didn't realize he can teleport. Friggin' teleporting magic. Okay, he's gonna kill the mage. Not much I can do, I don't have any threat. Yeah, he died. Okay, I'm gonna agree on that. Oh, we done. Victory. Now we can get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here the normal way. Where's my... okay. We need to hand out quests in outside anyway. What the heck? Am I stuck on an invisible wall? Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Let's go. Or Mexico, I guess. Mexico! I think my brother is summoning me. Let me go see what he wants. So quickly, I should be safe here. I'm not on PvP. Okie dokie. Welcome back. Something here. Well, yeah, I can only use this outside. This is outside. This is not outside. Okay. Right, work here is done. We can go hand in our quests. Also, we need to sell some stuff, but you know, we can do that when we get there. But yeah, that's all I need to do. Well, not really. We still have to do the Deviant Hide stuff. So yeah, we'll go back to the Barrens and finish that up if we can. I think we do get mana string at next level, or whatever it's called. By the way, it doesn't completely fix our mana problems. It just makes it. It just means that we have ways to get mana back at a slow rate. By no means does it actually fix shamans. It just makes. It just makes it a bit more bearable. Honestly, it's not terrible having it, so it's gonna be good regardlessly. I mean, it's either that or healing stream, and both have their perks, both have their cons. It's not until we get like the wind totems I keep calling them wind totems. It's air totems, by the way. I keep calling them wind totems. I remember I was trying to look up the quest, and I kept putting wind totem, and the wiki was just like, "What's a wind totem?" And I was like, "What is it called then?" And I was like, "Air," and then it was like, "Oh yes, air totem, yes," because it's the call of air. Which surprisingly, unlike the Call of Water, which sends you everywhere, the Call of Air just kind of literally sends you to like one place and you get the totem and that's it. Yeah, you literally just do one thing and you'll win. Anyway, we'll just run down the road as a wolf. Okay, what are my macros on this anyway? Nothing good. What's this? I have eagle. For the horde. Love Ogar. Victory! Or death. Okay. Priest. This guy's bold. 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 My eyes. Bold. 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 My ears. Okie dokie. We need to find a vendor. I think these guys are vendors. Okay. The mushroom merchant. The mushrooms. So what do I don't need this anymore. Sell it. Okay, what does this do anyway? It's 6 strength, 6 stamina, which is much better than the 8 stamina, 8 spirit. Hang on, which one is better damage wise? Let's see here. This does 46 to 70 and has a 3.3 attack speed. Okay, so this actually is a bit better. Overall, it would be better. It is overall. I would think it is better because of because it's a slow weapon. So yeah, it would be. It's better in that regard. Okay, we actually did win this, so I guess we will equip it. Just because I do need more. I do want a little bit more like regen. Technically, our best weapon is this. Apparently, the stave that we got. Because it just does a lot of damage per hit. You see, perfect example of just like slow is good. I need that melon juice. We need more melon patch. Okay, let's craft some of these. Okie dokie. I guess I can sell my old bandages. Paste them with these finer ones. Okay, where'd that go? There. Alright, I did it. Congrats, mate. But yeah, we kind of done that. Now we get the Seals of Islands, which we're going to immediately equip because we don't have any rings. Gives us 3 strength and 8 stamina, which is pretty good.
What?
We also get some Undercity rep, but that's beside the point. Anyway, let's go. Speaking of Undercity, let's head back there. We'll flying over. And we'll grab, we'll hand in the other quest. Let me move some things out to the side. Okay, I should have sold my shield, it's fine. We're getting upgraded. We're getting that little bit stronger, just a little bit. Honestly, with this is a big upgrade. Yeah. You can get this at level 19 as like a twink if you're a horde side. I keep saying alliance. I can't believe it. I'm freaking alliance. I can't believe it. I can slap myself. Slap myself silly for being alliance. You can't be alliance agent. You have to be horde, you idiot. Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever do an alliance POV. Maybe I can do it on the regular realms, not the anniversary realm, but it depends. I'll think about it. Honestly, I might, because it might be fun to try. Just for giggles. But, you know, don't put your hopes up. I'm not really getting too many views as is. Oh, we've got 2 views right now. If you guys think I should maybe try an alliance POV, let me know. But I'm not really up to it right now. Maybe another time. Maybe like after this is done, we can maybe think about it. I still have to get started on like Guild Wars, which by the way I'm going to delay for a while because the price on it has gone up, so I'm going to wait a bit for it to come down, and then maybe I'll see about it. But yeah. There's other things I also have planned. I got so many things I want to do. I want to work on that game I've been trying to make. Okay, I don't need this. I need this, which I already have actually. I just realized this is blue. This is a rare item. This is our first rare item. And then we got this. So yeah. I believe it's our first rare item anyway, so yeah. And this is our second rare item. It's not epic quality, unfortunately. The best quality stuff is like, you know, the purple stuff. But I don't think you can get any epic quality stuff until after like Shadowfang Keep. Not Shadowfang Keep, Scarlet Monastery. It's not until you get to like well, I say that, I think there are some low level epics. It's just they're usually wall drops. Okay, so this is a big upgrade. I'll equip these right away. And now we can head back to the Barrens. But first, let me sell this. I was going to sell that because I don't need it. Okay, we're doing good for money. I mean, look how much money we have. Don't get me wrong, 3 gold isn't a lot by any means, but that is pretty good money. Me money. You know, we're gonna get out of here in style. In style. Yeah, also, I'm trying to think about what I'm going to do after we complete Call of Duty 2. I'm tempted to play Sonic because I've been kind of playing I've been playing it on the PS2 on the Mega Collection. So maybe we can try Sonic the Hedgehog for giggles. I don't know if I want to do a like all emeralds run, or if I just want to play the game for giggles. Either way, it's going to be kind of awkward, whatever, it's, you know, Sonic. Considering I have Mega Collection and Gem Collection, I got a lot of choices when it comes to actual Sonic games. I also have Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog. I even have Sonic Adventure on like the Xbox 360. I got all the Sonic games basically, or at least all the classic ones. The only classic one I don't have is Knuckles Chaotix because that's only on the the 32X, which I don't have. I also guess I don't have Sonic's Color Adventure on the Neo Geo Pocket, but whatever. Oh, and Sonic Advance, I don't have that. It's weird now that I think about it, because a lot of the games are considered classics. I have Sonic 06, funny enough. I got it from it was on sale on Xbox Live and for like £2, so I got it because of that. It was cheaper to get it online because of that. At CEX it would cost £10, which is, you know, such a like, why would you want to buy it for that price? Like, Sonic 06 is not worth £10. £2 is very reasonable on the online version. But yeah, hopefully because I have it digitally, we won't have to worry about the loading screens. But knowing me, it will still take forever. I don't know. I guess I can play Pokemon in the pastime, in the PS my team. Okie dokie. Max Level Rogue here. Anyway. I also got Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on the Xbox 360 because I also got them digitally. I got the arcade versions. Shadow the Hedgehog I have on the original Xbox, and all the other Sonic games I have on the PS2 because of, you know, they're part of the collections. And I also have Sonic the Heroes on PS2. I'm trying to think about all the other Sonic games there are. I don't have, like, Unleashed or Colors or anything like that. Or any of the newer ones, like Frontiers or Forces, but yeah. My relationship with Sonic is, it's alright. Like, I've kind of just started playing it because I got the collections. Because I figured, oh, I might as well get into them. So I figured I'd get the collections because then I can have a bunch of them. I don't think the collections are the best way to play them, mind you. You're better off, if you can find them, try and get the Mega Drive version or Genesis version if you're in America. I realize that a lot of people might be in America and you're probably wondering what the hell a Mega Drive is. It's the Genesis, but in PAL. You know, in Europe we called it the Mega Drive, or Sega did anyway. I think a lot of people from America do know that though, but nonetheless, I want to just ensure that, you know, that's what it's called over here. It really is called that. It did alright over here, surprisingly. I think the Master in England, we liked the Master System and the Mega Drive pretty well. We weren't really too big on the SNES or the NES. Those were over here, but they weren't great. I don't think it was until like the Wii where Nintendo really asserted their dominance in England, so to say. Like the Nintendo 64 and the GameCube was okay, but, you know, it took them to the Wii, where the Wii was, you know, a big revolution. Up until then, we were stuck with the PS2, basically, because over here we loved iToy. Plus, the Final Fantasy games started coming out over here on like the original PlayStation, so we you know, you had that to play. I didn't play them, by the way. I'm just saying as an example. The first Final Fantasy game I played was Final Fantasy V on the Game Boy Advance when it was released on that. It's amazing that they released it on it, honestly. I hope someday I can do a playthrough on that. It'll be so much fun. And I can work through the other Final Fantasy games. I've got a good idea of how I can do them. It's just, you know, getting them. They're kind of expensive. Like Final Fantasy V on the Game Boy Advance is £80. Plus, I would have to play it on like a GameCube player. Right now, I don't have any means to record GBA. I think I've been through that before, though. When I was talking about the SpongeBob GBA games, which are its own league of weirdness, by the way. It's weird because the GBA had a lot of the SpongeBob games, but then you go into the DS and there's like very few. There are some. It's just there's less for some reason. For some reason, the GBA. Well, the thing is, the GBA was all about that. Like, the GBA was all about, like, you know, THQ unlicensed kids game. Like, the GBA was like the golden age for like TV shows selling video games. You don't get that nowadays. Well, you can with like Telltale type games like Batman the Telltale series. Yeah, they kind of release it like that, or they do a Lego version of it, like Lego Star Wars. Well, I could have just used my Hearthstone to get back here. I just decided to, I decided to just, take the Zeppelin. We could have a heart-to-heart while I make my way back to, or the Walden Night Train. While we make our way back to Wayland Caverns to finish up this. Because this stream could take another hour in theory. We're not getting very lucky with the drops. But, we'll try. Next time we can head back to Stone Talon and do some more quests there. We can do the more tougher quests up in the upper region. We'll be ready for them. I mean, we could go to Hillsworth if we wanted to. There's also that as an option. But I'm doing it my way. It's fine. It's all good and dandy. Ha ha ha. Just my random laughs. Just ha ha ha. Go with honor. But yeah, we'll just chill and make our way over there. Yeah. Anyway, on the subject of playthroughs as well, after we're done, I will get onto Arena after I've taken a little break. I just want to play a shorter game, which is why I'm thinking about like Sonic, because Sonic isn't by any means a long game. At least the original Sonic the Hedgehog, anyway. I'm talking like the Master System, not the Master System, the Mega Drive / Genesis version, not Sonic. Sonic 16-bit, not the Sonic 8-bit. I have that as well, by the way, because of the collections, but yeah. So I could play that as well. We can compare. But I'm trying to think now. Indeed. Oh. I think that's all I really want to say. There are other platform games I do have in mind as well, but I'll worry about that later. I want to play some of the Mario games again, but I'm delaying them for a bit. When I think of the go-to platforms, I think of freaking Mario. Let's go, Super Mario Bros. All that good stuff. Even though Super Mario Bros. Is weird, I don't know. Okay, I see dead people. I see dead people! Anyway, we'll make our way over to Wayland Caverns. This will take a moment. I don't know what happened over here, but it doesn't look too good. Let's see how my skills are in terms of weapons. See if we need to get any particular skill up. We'll probably do it when we get over to like the other up to the Stone Talon. I'll worry about it then. For now, we'll stick with what we got. We should be all right. We're not too strong. We're not too weak. We're in a good spot. Okay. Although I do want to try and do all the dungeons, with the exception of stockades. Stockades I don't think we're going to do, but I'll try and do all the dungeons, because that, it's pretty good for content, plus it's really fun to do them. I got to do them at least once, just for the content, right? Raid-wise, I'm not too sure about, but I'll see what I can do. I'm not sure, actually, thinking about raids, I don't know for sure we'll be doing raids, but, we can give it a good attempt. It's just, raids are raids. You need to have a good raid team who will accept you and all that stuff. It's a lot of combinations. You can do raids. It's just awkward. I'm sure the guild I'm in will be a little bit nice, but you know, I'm not going to promise anything raid-wise because you know I can at least promise dungeons because you know dungeons are just dungeons. People don't care about your damage in a dungeon because that's just a dungeon. Dungeons there aren't too many prerequisites for dungeons. The hardest dungeons probably are the like Skolomans and and Strapholm, because those are like max level dungeons. But comparing them to like these dungeons, they're not too bad. Well, they're actually pretty difficult. They're not too hard, mind you. They're not impossible by any means. They're just a bit more difficult because of them being max level dungeons. I don't know if we'll be able to tank them, but it won't be impossible for us to find groups for them. Okie dokie. Evaded, dang it.
I can't cast that yet. It's still charging.
Okay, fight me. Take this. Die. These deviant lurkers. Although the main reason I'm doing this, the deviant hide quest, is if I can find it. Which I think I need to. Why am I doing this? Let me open here. You can get a 10 slot bag basically, which is better than all our bags combined. So yeah, except this one. I have a reason to be here. Like this. Die. Okay. Doing decent damage now. Okay, I've got a green. That's pretty nice. Okay, let's head deeper into the cave and we'll kill whatever we come across. Preferably we want to kill the raptors since they drop the hides, but we can kill anything really as long as it's as long as we can fight it anyway. Okay, there's a raptor over there. And over there. Okay, flame shock. So yeah, we can just do a circle around this area. We should be able to get a few hinds by trying. Not sure what else to talk about. I guess I could talk about my plans for Arena, but I don't really have any good plans for Arena. With Arena, the main gameplay is literally just the story. There are side quests, so to say, but they're mostly just fetch quests, kind of, or escort quests. There are a few quests that require you to do a few dungeons, but the outside the main story, all the dungeons are apparently random. So so each playthrough is different. When thinking about Arena, it's a weird game. A lot of people, it's a reason why a lot of people don't really talk about it, because there really isn't a lot to say about the Elder Scrolls Arena. Don't get me wrong, I think there is a lot to say about it, because it's got the biggest map in the games. People talk about Daggerfall's map being big, but Arena's map is actually bigger, because it's somewhat random. But like, for those who are wondering if I will play Daggerfall, don't worry, I will. I just I want to play Arena first because I do want to give more alignment to it. A lot of Elder Scrolls players will tell you not to play it or kind of just shrug it off as like, it's alright. But I want to actually play it because it's you know, might as well have someone playing it. I think Yarwies did a playthrough of it, but other than him, there really isn't too many people who played it. Hello? Anyway, I'm gonna heal. Actually, I can use a bandage. But you see sooner or later. We can see how much this recovers. Well, I can see how much it recovers by just hovering over it. 301, that's not too bad, I guess.
It's too far away.
Take this. All things considered, we're doing quite good damage to these guys. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I don't miss against these guys, it's because if you're a high level character going against lower level mobs, you miss less. So we probably won't see too many misses. There will still be some misses, but it'll be very few. A lot of players use that to advantage, by the way, to like fight multiple mobs without having to take too many breaks while leveling. Which is a really effective way to grind. I don't do that because I kind of like fighting things at level. The only reason I'm doing it here is because I figured we might as well complete this quest. And we're strong enough to take out these elites anyway. And the elites are pretty strong, to be fair. They're actually kind of a threat. Oh, I actually have to heal. Okay, Flame Shock. Take that. Okay, did I? Yeah, I did. It was this guy. I just left the thing behind. Okay, let's get back over here. Die. Alright, nothing of use. Use a bandage. And we'll head over there. But yeah, once we've done this quest, we'll call the stream, by the way. We can move on to other stuff. Oh, by the way, I want to. This is just completely off topic. In terms of Elder Scrolls, by the way, I've almost beat it Morrowind. Like in my own time. Make sure this guy doesn't use his cloning technique. So we can get a heal off. Hiya. Hallelujah. Okay, take this out. Okay, apparently he's not hitting me as much. Okay, nothing of use. Use Flame Shock just to get him lower. Flame Shock's dot isn't amazing by any means, but it helps. Right now we're better off doing melee, because as you can see we're doing a lot of damage with melee. Okay, nothing of use. Mind you, I could pick up this stuff and sell it. I just don't have a lot of inventory space. I don't know. Debatable. Die. Okay, we don't have a lot of mana, but our mana should regenerate a little bit. Especially if I don't do anything, I just take my hands off the keyboard, I can just chill, I can stretch. Ugh, my back. Ah, yeah. Well, for those who are curious in terms of how close I am to the end of the game, I'm literally on the last quest where you had to kill frickin' Digger. Spoilers, by the way, for anyone who hasn't played Morrowind. Well, I'd say the game is alright. Morrowind is an okay game. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't. Yeah. I know other people would say it's the best. It's better than Skyrim and Oblivion, and you know, okay, fine. You can have that opinion. I would say it's arguably better, but not by a lot. Like Morrowind has a thing for me where it's just like it has this kind of thing where it's like, so you're gonna go to a place. Now in Morrowind, it doesn't tell you where it is. Which okay, whatever. So I just had to wander aimlessly until I find it, which isn't a problem by the way. That I don't care. Because I just use guides anyway. If anything, it's an inconvenience, but whatever. I can overcome it. Ding. But the one thing it does that annoys me is there's a lot of situations where it'll put you into basically it'll tell you to go to a place, right, and the mobs sometimes will do stuff to you, and there's not really a lot of things you can do to counter it. Like, they'll reduce your strength and make it so you can't move because you're encumbered. And unless you had the foresight to know that they'll do that, you probably won't have any strength recovery potions to recover that. Now, me, I do have a few, for example, but sometimes it gets to a point where I just can't move anyway because I just don't have enough potions. So I'm left with two choices: reload a save or drop everything I have and go get some more potions so I can recover my strength so I can carry everything. Now, admittedly, it's my fault for carrying heavy stuff to begin with, but that's mainly because I'm playing like a warrior, so I kind of want heavy stuff because, you know, I want heavy armor so I can survive. I don't need the heavy armor by any means. I'm using it because that's just how I played the game. That's my playstyle. I'm playing as a warrior. Yeah. So yeah, I want my strength, and I want to have as many things on me as I can, so I can switch between them. Now I don't have to do that, obviously. It's just, but that's how I've played because it's just the only way that because it kind of worked for me. But the game is just against that sort of thing, and it kind of leads to like, I want to play this way, but the game's like saying no, you can't do that or whatever. It gets to the point where the only way I can really tackle it is if every now and then I lower the difficulty just so I can kill one mob, just so I don't have a problem against it. To be fair, it's a minor nitpick, and it's just, you know, inconvenience, mostly. It doesn't break the game, but it is annoying when it happens, like when I just have no strength and I just can't move because I'm just encumbered. Permanently, because, you know, it would be okay if your stats came back over time, but they don't. You can wait for as long as you want. You can wait for as long as you want, and you will not be able to get them back. You had to use potions and stuff to recover them. Which, whatever, but because of that, it means that I have to constantly have those potions on me in the event that an enemy just reduces them. It makes me immobile. Also, another minor nitpick. I think I cough again, apparently. I kind of wish there was horses in the game. Horses in Skyrim and Oblivion are kind of superfluous because you have fast travel anyway. Well, you don't have fast travel to everywhere, so horses are still useful. I would feel like in Morrowind they would be a bit more useful because you don't have fast travel unless you count like the slit striders and the boats that you can take to get to places. So I feel like a horse would be a bit more useful because of that. There aren't horses in the game, unfortunately, but like it would, like, I don't know why they didn't have horses. Like, that would have fixed a lot of the traveling issues. Because if I can buy a horse and ride that around, I wouldn't have to worry. Which brings me on to another thing that the Xbox version of Morrowind does, because I'm playing the Xbox version, and in the Xbox version, you're always, the way it works is, let me grab a controller for example. is if you hold the control stick in one direction, like all the way, you'll be running, and while you're running, you lose your fatigue, which that's just how Morrowind works, by the way. And that's fine because it limits how far you can run in theory. It doesn't actually, by the way. You can still run even if you're out of fatigue. It's just preferably you don't want to be out of fatigue because if you're low on fatigue, mobs can knock you over basically, and you can't do credit. Now, the way you walk in Morrowind on the Xbox version is you move the stick not all the way, but like slightly, like that sort of thing, just a little bit, which is okay. Whatever, that's fine. But if you go to the PC version, the way you run is you can either auto run or you can hold shift and move to run, which I would say is a bit better because reasons. Well, if you're wondering, so you're probably wondering, like, Adrian, why would you play the Xbox version if you have the PC version, right? Well, I got the Xbox version first, so I started playing it already, and then I happened to come across the PC version, so technically I have both now, so yay. But so I basically just got further in the Xbox version, so I figured I'd just continue on to that basically. You know, there is a very valid reason why I'm playing the Xbox version. And, well, because of how that is done, now it's not a big issue as I make it out to be. It is by no means a problem. It just means that you have to take, every now and then you have to walk slowly. And the way I've tackled it is basically I just hold down the crouch button and move. That way I can regain my fatigue while I'm moving. You don't move as fast, but it is what is a way I've found to tackle it. With the PC version, you could just let go of shift. That's all you have to do. You just let go of shift, or you just go into walk mode if you're on auto run or whatever. You can also hold like the crouch key and move like I do on the Xbox version. It's just weird. And by the way, you're probably wondering why am I showing a 360 controller? Well, I actually have the game on 360 and I have it digitally, so yeah, I'm using the 360 controller as an example because of that. And for those who are wondering, wait, you can play Morrowind on the 360? And yes, it's one of the many games. It's one of the many Xbox games that's actually compatible with the 360. So yeah, that's just how I've been playing it. I've been playing the console version. And honestly, the console version, it works fine. It's great. Don't get me wrong. The game is on the console. It works great and it runs fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Everything's great and dandy. What's going on down there? There's like 57 balloon snakes. But yeah, you know, the game is great and everything is fine, all things considered. See if I can let this guy go past without him noticing me. Oh, he's coming right this way. Of course he is. Okay, let me try and kill this guy. The only disadvantage of the Xbox version is that you don't have access to command console, which, unless you're gonna cheat a lot, which you might have to, by the way, because like I said, Morrowind does weird things. Basically, there are opportunities where you probably want to cheat because the game just pulls a "haha, you're dead" on you or whatever. Which is why I've just been getting around it by lowering the difficulty. Thankfully, I'm able to do that for the most part. But yeah. Now, there are cheats on the console version, by the way. There are ways you can, like, refill your health and stuff by using button combinations. I've, for the most part, not done that because I wanted to beat the game as legit as I can. Even if it means lowering the difficulty, I would still count that as being legit because that's just, that's just making the game easier. That's not me cheating. That's just, setting the game to easy mode. If there was no difficulty slider, then it would be cheating. But the game gives that option. So you know, that's not on me. That's the game. And I also say I do appreciate the game for having the option to make it easy. Games that give difficulty options are I would say are better because you know if you're a new player you can play on easy mode. I know it's a wimp to play on easy mode, but you know it does help. It also gives you a good reason to replay the game. You know, if you want to play on a harder difficulty. Like, you know, you've been on easy mode, now you can, like, go on up to the harder difficulty to see how they are. But yeah, for the most part, I've just been playing on normal mode in Morrowind. But yeah, I have lowered the difficulty several times because I've just got into situations where the game throws an unwinnable fight at me, and it's like, wow, this sucks. So to keep the game going, I just lower the difficulty. I'm not sure if I'll do that if we get to a playthrough. I don't know how I'll tackle it, but we'll see how it goes, sort of thing. If I do get stuck, I always have that option. But yeah. The way I'll say that Morrowind is, I'll say that Morrowind is one of the games that is great if you know what you're doing, but if you're a new player to Morrowind, I recommend using a lot of guides and a lot of research because you will die a lot. Or you'll just get into situations where you will lose a lot. I mean, I guess I could say the same with other Elder Scrolls games, but at least with the other Elder Scrolls games, you know, at least with Oblivion is nice enough to tell you where to go, plus, I don't know, it's weird. Oblivion doesn't do the weird stuff with you. Oblivion doesn't hate you, sort of thing, is the best way I can put it. You know, Oblivion doesn't outright want you dead all the time. Morrowind just wants to kill you. Skyrim is a weird case, honestly, but whatever. I'd argue Oblivion is better than Skyrim, but only because I think it's better. Whether Oblivion is better than Skyrim is up to preference, really. Like, I would say out of Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, I would say Oblivion would be the best, Skyrim would be second, and Morrowind would be third. But that's my overall opinion of them. I haven't played too much Daggerfall, and Arena I would say is there, but I wouldn't say Arena is like amazing either. I would say Arena is decent though. Why is this druid not using their feral forms? Mate, you can shapeshift. Okay, we're out to 15. There's a raptor over here. I'll say WoW Classic is kind of similar to Morrowind in that sense, honestly. Although I wouldn't say WoW Classic is necessarily as evil. I would say it's like I would say it's a step above like Morrowind. It would be on the same state as I put with like Neverwinter Nights. Like Neverwinter Nights does annoying things, but it's nothing. But there's nothing impossible in Neverwinter Nights. Everything is doable. It's just some things are very difficult. But, you know, you can just plan around it, so yeah. With WoW, that's kind of the same thing. There's nothing impossible, because, you know, you can group up if there is something. You know, if you're struggling with a quest, you can always group up. You have that option. Or you can just ignore it, you know. You know, you don't have to do all the quests, thankfully. You know, Morrowind actually has a disadvantage there, because with Morrowind, if you want to progress in the game, you do have to kind of overcome the problems, which is fine. That's great. I wouldn't say that's a bad game design. With WoW though, a lot of problems that you might have leveling, you can probably just get around by just, you know, trying other by just doing different quests or whatever. Okay, do you drop anything? Nope. Sorry, I myself. Okie dokie. With Morrowind, you can kind of do that. You can kind of get over leveled, which would help, I guess. It just, you know, it's just weird. Oh no, I didn't use my finger right, so now I'm gonna have to fight two of them. Yay. Okay. Maybe for healing myself. No, what I'd say make a game. What I would. Anyway, let me try that again. Hang on. If you ask me what a good game is, I'd say it's a game that's difficult, but not difficult to the point where it just kills you over and over and over again and just keeps kicking you while you're down, basically. I'd say a game that's moderately difficult, but not impossible. Like Minecraft on like hard mode sort of thing. You know, Minecraft on hard mode, while it's difficult, it is manageable. You know, it's not impossible. You will die, obviously, but you won't die as much. Or heck, Minecraft with mods. Like, some mods can be pretty difficult, but, you know, it's by no means impossible, because some of the mods give you stuff to help you deal with the harder stuff. Not all the mods do that, mind you. Not all mods are nice, but the few that are, you know, great. Hang on, I need a kite here. That's kind of why I like mods. Like, don't get me wrong, I know there are mods that will just destroy you, like Ore Spawn, but at least Ore Spawn has like things to give to you that helps. Like, I don't have any problems with Ore Spawn because, you know, I can overcome it by just using better weapons. You know, you're not stuck using diamond weapons. You're going to be using the better stuff that you get from Ore Spawn. I wouldn't say Ore Spawn is necessarily good, but, you know, it does this. It's not terrible either. Or heck, look at Avid Ascension. Like, we're playing it right now. Avid Ascension itself isn't by any means hard, and in fact I've made it kind of easier, but yeah. The main thing that's annoying about the mods is the tech gun mods, because the soldiers keep shooting me. Which isn't like impactful to the game, but it is something that's annoying, which is why I have to kind of tone down their spawn rate to make it at least somewhat manageable. And also I don't think that works, by the way, but nonetheless I did do something to kind of mitigate the problem. That would technically be considered cheating, by the way, but I was willing to do it just to see if it worked. A better idea would be to just try and get something, would be just try and kill the mobs ASAP. Yeah, which you can do, by the way, so yeah. Yeah. Again, remember, it's all up to preferences. It's the reason why I don't like Super Mario 64, though. Or I used to not like it anyway, but, you know. It was mostly because of how I played versus what I saw, though, in that case. You know, Super Mario 64 is a case where I didn't like the game because it was being too hard on me, but I didn't realize that you know, the way I went into it was I thought, oh, it's going to be easy because, you know, Mario can jump through walls and all that stuff. But when you actually get down to the game, you can do that, but it's not as simple. I guess it's a love-hate relationship I have with these games. Like, I like the games, but I also don't like the games when they just, you know, pull a fast one on you and just kill you out of nowhere, and then you just be like, you know. What are you doing? Yeah. Knowing me, I'd probably struggle with games like Dark Souls, though. Honestly, I struggle playing Sonic on the original Sonic the Hedgehog. The only reason I don't immediately hate that game is because it's the OG Sonic the Hedgehog, and I've just started playing it. It's honestly, I kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog, not because of that though, not because I think it's hard, but because it's cool. Yeah, a game can be cool. Don't get me wrong, I don't love Sonic the Hedgehog by any means. I don't think it's a great game or anything, I just kind of like it because the game is more about type platforming. You can overcome anything in the game, it's just a matter of getting the skill to do so. Right now I don't have said skill, so a lot of things are going to be a struggle for me, but I guess once I get more adept at playing the game, it won't be as big of an issue. I could say the same, to be fair, about any game like Morrowind as well. I could probably, maybe after a while I'll feel a lot more confident in myself to do things, and it'll be at least a lot more streamlined. At the same time, though, I've played the game for hours, so... Oh, there's a dude here. Wyatt... Blah. When it first something new at me, it's like, oh, that's not fair. Honestly, I think horror games kind of do the same thing. Like, some horror games miss the point of being horrors and they just jump scare you all the time. Like FNAF, for example. FNAF is a great example. Like, you're scared of, you get scared the first few times and it's like, ha ha ha, I died and all that stuff, and you just move on. But when you're just trying to beat the game or do something and you just die for no reason, it's like, you're not scared, you're just, you're just like, well, what the heck? Granted, I think FNAF is kind of just built around that game idea. Overall, you can beat the game relatively fast. It's just, what slows you down is just, getting killed unexpectedly. The game is otherwise doable. Mind you, I haven't played FNAF, so maybe I'm making this up, but from what I've seen, that's the general consensus of it. Other horror games like Resident Evil, while the games will kill you and sometimes have one-shot mechanics, I wouldn't say that's annoying or anything. Yeah, let's see if we can get around this dude before he notices me. Honestly, it makes me think of Resident Evil 4 and 5. Resident Evil 4 and 5 likes to kill a player. It just loves killing you. Not in the sense of throwing millions of enemies at you, but there are a lot of cases where you got quick time events, and if you don't do it, you kind of die. At least with that, it's like, oh well, now I know the quick time event is coming. That's not by any means, that's trial and error. That's okay. I mean, I guess you could argue Morrowind is trial and error. Like figuring out what does what. Which, okay, whatever. You can have that. You win that round, but at least with the Resident Evil games, you kind of just, the checkpoints are very frequent, and you kind of just get back to them. Not the original Resident Evil games, mind you, like the first Resident Evil. But fortunately, the first Resident Evil is well, I don't know. The original Resident Evil tends to not do that. There aren't quick time events. There are events where you can die if you don't do things just right, but other than that... Okay, there's a dude there, but other than that it should be fine. Also, I'm not getting any experience from doing this all the way, so I'm literally just trying to finish up the quest. Anyway, if you want to make a game hard, that's fine. And all, but, you know, don't make it too hard where, you know, it's just impossible, basically. Like, you basically have to know the game to be able to win. If you have to know the game in order to win, then that's not good game design. You know, guide the player a little bit, but not too much. That's all I would say. You know, don't have the player don't vaguely allude to where a location will be. If you're going to tell someone where it is, give them a map. Or at the very least, really good, or at the very least, a very good description, or make it very obvious where they have to go. Don't just say, "Oh, look in this general direction, you'll see it," you know. And because sometimes people will just walk right by. You know, make it at least somewhat linear if you're going to have them send to a specific location, but not too linear, obviously. A good idea would be do what Paper Mario did, or the 1,000-year door, the 1,000-year-old door. You know, those games are pretty linear, but there are of course branching paths where you can kind of go off and do your own thing. I'd say that's a good way to do it. If you want an open world game, that's fine as well. Just make it. Just remember to make the places you want a player to go to a bit obvious. If you ain't immediately going to tell them where to go. Exploring is fine. But getting lost is kind of annoying. You know, you can have a player explore somewhere without them getting lost. You know, that's a minor nitpick, mind you. I would say a good way to have it is kind of like WoW with the dungeons. Like, they aren't too complicated when you know what you're doing, but they can be a trip if you take a wrong turn or whatever. The thing is, a lot of these kind of games, kind of bank on the player getting lost. That way you spend more time playing it. Which works, that works, you can do that. I wouldn't say it's a good game design, but... You know. It's like the original Super Mario Bros. What makes the game, what can make the game long... Well, you can beat the game in like 5 minutes if you take the warps. What makes the game long though back in the day is the fact that, you know, you're gonna die a lot, you're gonna restart the levels, and if you get a game over, for the most part, you kind of go all the way back. Unless you knew how to get back to the world you're at, I guess. You know, if you knew the code, then that wasn't an issue. But fight! I'm right here. Stop evading. But yeah, that's what made Super Mario Bros. Kind of long. It's like when you think about Mario Bros. 3. Mario Bros. 3 is actually pretty difficult, but the levels are fairly short, and if you get a game over, you just reset that world, sort of thing. It's annoying. And a lot of people will say Super Mario World is better because of that. Although I would argue that Super Mario World has kind of the same problem, but that's just a self-reference again. Obviously people can find those games easy as well, because those games can be beaten pretty quickly in their own right. Just, you know. If you want to play a game that you've seen on YouTube, I recommend keep in mind that your experience of the game won't be the same as the YouTubers that you're watching's experience. Like, you might find things more challenging while the player might find things very easy. And the same could happen in reverse. They might find a particular point in the game very difficult, but you might get through it with minimal effort. And you'll be like, what the hell? Why did I get faster so easy? Okay, I'm not fighting you. Okay, there's a warrior here. Let's see if we can find the bottle. The bottle. Okay, is he here? Sometimes he's like here and he's like in stealth. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's dead. What are you? You're a human. A human. Another thing I'll note is if you want to play a game, don't play it on an emulator. Play it in actual form if you can. Emulators make games a lot easier because you can just save state. Like, if you get to an impossible part, oh, you just save state until you get past it. Don't get me wrong, that's works, but that's not good game design, that's just cheating. If you want to do that, obviously, then you can do that. That's up to you, but... you know... that's not how it's meant to be, sort of thing. For obvious reasons. Honestly, it kind of baffles me that that's a thing, but whatever. Okay. I'm looking around for this dude now. If we can kill him, we'll be gravy. He can spawn over here and like down there. He can also spawn up there. I mean, I guess we can skip the quest. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, we only get 10 copper. I mean, 10 silver. Not really worth the trouble. Let's just get out of there. Let's go hand in our quests and we'll call the stream. Oh, by the way, if you guys do think my opinions about what I think about game design is wrong, then feel free to say that. That's fine. Again, it's all preference. Like, everything I'm saying is from my experience. Like, you might have a completely different output. You might think that all games suck. You might think that all games are amazing. You might have the general majority. You might think some games are terrible and shouldn't exist, and other games should exist and should be on thrones and displayed in museums for all to see forever and ever. You know, more power to you, right? But you have to keep in mind that not everyone will share that opinion. Some people will be like, actually, this part was annoying, or that game sucked, or you're wrong. But, you know, that's just how the internet is. You know, that's just how things are. a lot of what you see about Morrowind will say the game is great, and don't get me wrong, I would say the game is great to the point where it's okay, but I wouldn't say it's by any means a freaking masterpiece.
May the eternal sun shine upon
Okay, got a bigger bag now.
I am honored.
Okay, dokie, you are honored. Okay, I'm gonna start list this. Anything else we get that will sucks. I don't think we need this bag anymore, but whatever, I'll keep holding it for now. Let's make our way back to the crossroads. We'll head back there and we can take the flight path to Thunder Bluff because that's where we need to go to. And we can get our shaman training, and then we can call it. Then we can call it. We can call it a stream. By the way, if you want my personal opinion in terms of Morrowind, like, I recommend if you do want to play Morrowind, try and use the wiki to help you. That's what I recommend. You don't need the wiki, but I recommend using it. If you have any mods that put like quest markers or anything, that's fine. I would say if you have any mods like that for the game, then okay. But you know, I recommend try and get it on Steam if you can. I just happen to have it on the Xbox, and I happen to have it in disc. I don't actually have it on Steam, funny enough. I don't have any of the Elder Scrolls on Steam. I only have them on console or. Well, that's why. Actually, I say I don't have any on Steam. I do have Arena and Daggerfall on Steam, mainly because that's the only place you can really play them now, unless you happen to have them on DOS. But that's beside the point. Anyway, you know, I digress in that regard.
blood and thunder for the Horde.
For the Horde. If you want my personal preference for playing Oblivion, play how you want. Have some fun. You don't need to do what the guys tell you to do. Keep in mind that you can always lower the difficulty as well. I wouldn't say, to me, lowering the difficulty isn't cheating. If you're having trouble and you want to play on easy difficulty, I think you should be able to do that. You might be considered a noob to others, but in my eyes, that's just, you know, in my eyes, you were stuck and you couldn't get past that problem. Or maybe you just wanted to play on easy mode for whatever reason to begin with. Then, you know, more power to you. I won't judge. Just don't be too shocked if a game is too hard on hard mode, or too hard on normal mode. Or even if it's still difficult on easy mode. That's just how the game is. I'm like coughing a lot. I apologize, by the way, for my frequent coughing. It's the reason I edit them out of my like regular videos. Unfortunately, I can't edit them out to stream unless I decide to come back to it for whatever reason to put it into a compilation. And yeah, you can do that. That's fine. But yeah. Okie dokie. How long is this stream anyway? Well, it's almost 3 hours long of just me talking about like my I don't know, my opinion on game difficulty. Now available as this book. I know other people will have different preferences, obviously. They might think, oh, make a game as hard as possible. Just kill me, for God's sake. Or have no saves whatsoever, or whatever like that. You know, that's their preference. Like, my preference is different, because, you know, it's my opinion. my opinion is going to be different from your opinion. I'm not going to force my opinion onto you, but I will describe it. You know, if you want to have your own opinion, then you can have it. I'm not going to judge you. I'm just going to. But if you tell me that my opinion is wrong, then I'm going to disagree because, like, it's my own opinion. It's just how I see things. I'm not going to see the same. I'm not going to see the game. I'm not going to see any of the games or as other people see them if I know for a fact it's not like that. Yeah, that's a weird way to put the shadow down. Okie dokie, now we need to go this way. Might take a little bit of forward damage. Don't worry about my inventory, I'll sort out when we're off screen. I'll head over to the auction house over here and I can put some things in the auction house. Next time we can head off to back to Stone Talon and get back to that. The next dungeon we can do, I believe, is RFK, if I remember correctly. Let's actually have a look. See if it's on this list. It's not even on this list. It's weird. I think it's around level 30 you can do RFK. Okay, I guess while I'm here, I'm just going to grab this Shaman Training quickly. Grab new rank of Earthshock. Always helpful. We'll grab Water Breathing. Frost's Totem I'll maybe grab. Oh, Doggy, this totem is pretty good by the way, but that's my opinion. Ooh, new rank of Rock Better. Definitely need that. Need this. New rank of Stone Skin. Sure, why not? New rank of Healing Wave. You know what, this is all fine. So we don't get Mana Spring quite yet, but that's okay. At least we get new ranks of everything else, so we can generate more threat. Okay, so Earthshock, Water Breathing. Okay, where's all Water Breathing? Oh, here it is. Yeah, by the way, you need reagents to use it, so it's great for now. Strength of Earth. So now it gives us... How much strength does it give? Increases strength by 20. Okay, cool. Compared to... 10. So it just doubles. Okay, cool. What else do I want? Oh yeah. Rock Bitter gives us even more attack power. Okay, no wonder we have a lot of attack power. Freaking Rock Bitter really helps. Okay, Rock Bitter. Lightning Shield. Apparently I was still using rank 1. My phone is like going off. What else is there? I think there's a new rank of Stone Skin, right? What else? I'm not trying to see all of them in here. New rank of Healing Wave. Heals for up to 400. That's like half my health. That seems to be it.
What brings you here?
Is there anything else in grab? Not really. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and this other quest and then we'll call the stream. I'm just having a look at what spells that were available. Ah! Actually, we could get started on the Ashen Veil stuff. Oh well, we can do that. We can do that after we're done with Stone Talon. We can go to the far end of Ashen Veil and then work our way through there.
What now? Embrace.
Okay, let's see if these gloves are any good. Where are they? They are not. I mean, technically they are better, but I'm going to stick with what I got. We'll sell this immediately. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my difficulties with Morrowind and my overall opinion on games. I know it's a bit like weird that I would think that you know, I'd think that Sonic the Hedgehog is good, while Morrowind would be less so. But I don't know, it's just something weird. I guess maybe I like Sonic. I like Sonic more. What can I say? You know, he gets +5 to everything. While Morrowind gets Morrowind gets a +1 because I've played like Skyrim and Oblivion in the past. But yeah, nonetheless, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, boop.